in the heart of the Nevada desert, where the neon lights of Las Vegas can still be seen from afar, a silent city has emerged in the shadows. A world of tents, syringes, and forgotten bodies. This is not a place for tourists. This is the dark face of America. Here, the law has faltered. Humanity flickers like the last flame of a candle. And the truth peeks out from behind the pungent smell of despair. Welcome to a hell that no one writes on the map. The camera slowly moves between tents swaying in the desert wind. At the end of each dirt street, dust and smoke dance in the warm air. This is Nevada, but not the Nevada you see on postcards. Not the dazzling lights of the Strip, nor the scent of money and chance. Just a few kilometers away, another world is crumbling. Homeless camps, a land of oblivion and primal survival. Faint sounds can be heard. Shouts, laughter, the brief cry of a child. Here, even time has surrendered. Hours mean nothing. Day and night merge into one. Because when you have nowhere to go, sunrise is just a reminder of survival. Alleys of tents and plastic. Paths lined with broken syringes. And eyes that still hide a faint hope from the past. Many of them once had homes, families, dreams for the future. But economic crises, cheap painkillers, and the cruelty of the poverty cycle have brought them to this point. A man sits at the threshold of his tent. His hands tremble, his skin scorched by the desert sun. In his eyes, traces of addiction and sorrow surge simultaneously. He says, "We have been erased from society, not by the law, but by indifference. And this indifference is the very darkness that has cast its shadow over Nevada." The police say they lack the capacity to cope. The forces are exhausted, resources are limited, and every cleanup operation lasts only a few days. Then everything returns, perhaps just a few meters away. The camera turns towards the horizon. The sound of a helicopter fades. In a world where wealth flows like a river through Las Vegas, here, just a few streets away, people breathe with empty bottles of hope. But the homeless crisis in Nevada is not just a story of poverty. It is a narrative about neglect, about a society that has chosen to paint over the wounds instead of healing them. Officials burn the tents. Citizens return to their jobs. And the statistics in reports edge closer to zero. But reality does not dissipate like smoke in the air. It merely retreats from view. Sharp images of crowded streets are followed by the calm shadows of night, the moon casting its glow over the parched earth. Some say this has been their choice, that everyone is responsible for their own life. But when the pharmacy prescribes pain and the street prescribes death, choice loses its meaning. It is merely survival. In a corner of the camp, a woman sits, holding a piece of cloth left from her child. Her voice does not rise. Her cracked lips silently repeat words, perhaps a prayer, perhaps a remembrance of those who are no longer here. In her eyes, all the seasons of life burn: youth, hope, collapse. A shadow of the city's past lingers in their memories, a Nevada of old, filled with light, music, and dreams. But now, silence and stillness flow among the dust and wind. This contrast is the hidden image of the crisis. The camera rises slowly. A view of the endless plain with a row of tents sewn into the ground like wounds. Each tent tells a story of collapse, fear, and half-burned hope. Justice here is an old myth, and survival is the only enduring law. Yet amid all this darkness, sometimes a spark can be seen. Volunteers roam among the tents at night, delivering food, stitching a seam on the fabric of society. They are the silent saviors of this wasteland, those who still believe that humanity cannot be extinguished by the ashes of a fire. The camera momentarily zooms in on his face, the light from a flashlight illuminating his features, and the narrator's voice, calm yet cutting, says, "When justice sleeps, conscience must stay awake." As the day comes to a close, the sun sets, the sky turning a bloody orange, and the sounds fade away. Only the reflection of light from the aluminum of the tents remains. Silence rises from the ground, a silence that screams the truth louder than any shout. Nevada is losing a part of its soul, a place where its economy revolves around chance, but the reality of its people is grounded in loss. This documentary is an invitation to see what we have always hidden, not just in Nevada, but within all of us. For every society, if it turns a blind eye, will sooner or later find tents of darkness erected at its margins. Perhaps we cannot save the entire world, but we can keep our eyes open. We can remember. Every image is a reminder of a humanity that still harbors hope. If this reality shakes you, it means there is still something alive within you. Conscience, empathy, humanity. Share this video. Let the darkness become a light for seeing. For understanding is the first step toward salvation.